We're going to talk today about social proof. Two things that I want to talk about. One, I want to explain a little bit about why it matters and what it is. And then I'm going to give you 10 ways to create social proof for your business. So why does it matter? Well, and what is it? Psychological concepts. They are great things that influence how we buy that most of the time we don't even realize it. There's actually a fantastic book written by Paco Underhill called maybe Why We Buy. It's The Science of Shopping. He was the first one to really create what all of these things influence our buying, our purchasing, the decisions that we make and what we're buying. One of the things that have come out both in the brick and mortar where he first started his research and more importantly online is that social proof is a huge way that people are influenced in their buying decisions. Why? Because we think with our lizard brains that one, the group is better informed than we are, and two, we want to be like the group. We want to fit in. That's why reviews exist. That is essentially social proof. So how can you use this powerful marketing tool in your business? Well, the most obvious are what I just said. They are reviews. So you can ask for reviews, of course, anywhere where you're selling things on your website, if you sell on Amazon or on Etsy or on anything like that. But you can go beyond that. If somebody leaves you a review on one of those or something like a Yelp or your Google My Business page or anything like that, you can copy that. You can make a graphic for it. If they leave it on something like Amazon, you can put it into your website. You can have it on your pages with carousels or things like that, or you can actually put it in the description of the item if they are talking about something specific that you are selling. I will say there was one situation that somebody reached out to me about getting a group workshop and they asked, is this something that you think would work for my group? And I actually took a review, or as we'll get to in a minute, more of a testimonial from a very pleased client who had a similar situation and emailed it to them. And I said, there's somebody that had the exact situation that you did. Look at how well it worked for them. You know what? They purchased the group workshop immediately after receiving that email. Was that the thing that made the decision? We'll never know, but it did not hurt it. May have been the thing that made it happen instantly. Now, right along the ways of that are testimonials. So that the testimonial is usually more of an about your business or about you, not necessarily just about a product or a service, but they're interchangeable in language. I am asked all the time, should I have a whole page of all of my testimonials, meaning on your website? And the hard answer is no. Why? Because people won't read them. They're better to be sprinkled in organically as people are reading about your business, about what you do, about different products. They see these reviews pop up. Now, how do you get these reviews? Well, a lot of people will just naturally leave them, but the other way is to request them. So after somebody purchases from you, you can reach out to them. You can have in your follow-up email, hey, you know what really helps? Reviews. You can reach out to your clients, past, present, and even in the middle of working with people, say, you know what really would help me? If you would leave a review. All right, so that's 1 and 2. We have 10 things. The next is influencer or celebrity endorsements. This can be done in 2 ways. You either could pitch the influencer or their celebrity through you or through a publicist, or if you happen to find out that a celebrity was, let's say, walking down the street holding a cup from your coffee shop or wearing a piece of jewelry that you wore, you can use that also as a official review. I was actually reading up, getting ready for this video, and there was Mark Zuckerberg wrote in a Facebook post years ago about a grill thermometer that he was using. And within like 45 minutes, the website crashed because so many people went to buy that thermometer. So that is an indirect celebrity endorsement. So they are both direct and indirect ways to get influencer and celebrity endorsements. You can, for your 4th way, grow your social media followers. When people go to your social media account, if they look at how many people follow you on Instagram, if you have 5 followers versus 10,000 followers, there's going to be a different reaction, and they're going to react differently to it because they're going to see, oh, the group likes this page. It's just like a celebrity. If they know that lots of people like them, they're like, then that must be okay. That's good. Again, group mentality. The next are the number of users. So if, for example, you are trying to get people to purchase something based on a product description or sign up for something based on text on your website, you can say X amount of people have used this product and have great results, things like that. That is your number of users and proves socially that people are out there using it without having to necessarily see all of their reviews. You can use a big number to create that proof. The next are awards. One of my favorite pieces of advice I've ever received about awards is nobody's going to give you an award if they don't know who you are. If you see that there is something that you would be a great winner of, go for it. Put your name in the hat. Do not wait for somebody to nominate you for things. Nominate yourself for awards that make sense for you. As she pointed out, when you apply to be nominated for an award, it is information that you wouldn't necessarily know about yourself. So there's a very good chance that they know that you're going to nominate yourself. Nominate yourself for awards. Awards are a great way of social proof. The next is press. I touched on this with the celebrity and influencer, but also traditional outlets as well. Being on news, being in magazines, things like that, having your product on TV or movies. When I had my jewelry industry, it was very important because of the time, especially that I was in the business, to have all the big fashion magazines and to make sure that my jewelry, this is actually one of my older necklaces from years ago, was featured on all different social proof, mainly press, because in fashion, that is very important. 8 are expert opinions. So having somebody that is an expert in the field basically endorsing you and giving social proof, or being an expert on something also can give social proof. For example, a lot of consultants and speakers will write books because that gives them the authority of being an expert on the subject that they want to work with you on. 9 are people who bought this also bought that. So basically on a product showing that so many people that bought this thing are also liking that other thing. So you would probably like that other thing. That's a form of social proof. And lastly, best sellers. I mean this beyond something like the New York Times bestseller list, or, a list that you read in Target about items, or Amazon that come up as the best sellers. I mean that also as if somebody comes to your website highlighting the items and say, these are the best sellers, proving that they are the things that sell the best. When you actually have products, it is very normal for 20% of your product line to be 80% of your sales. They are your best sellers. So by highlighting those, people will know, oh, these are the things everybody likes. Helps that social proof, gets things sold. Well, today we have covered not only what social proof is and why it matters, but now you have 10 examples of how you can get more social proof, apply it to your business, and use it to get more business for you. My name is Sierra Bailey with Doers, Shakers, Makers. Thank you for joining today. Make sure you come back every Tuesday for another business tip.